President Clinton. And I'm the emissary for domestic and international human growth and development. And welcome to another segment of Let's Talk Success. And this is a special edition. It's called Goals for the New Millennium, Building Blocks for Achievement. For the viewers, please kind of explain this dream thing. Now, what are dreams? I mean, how does one understand that a dream is a dream, or if it's not just some type of fantasy that's roaming through their minds or their hearts? I mean, do they actually really see things? Are we talking about the dreams that people have when they go to bed? You know, a lot of people have nightmares. So you're telling people... That's true. So, I mean, how do people decipher what these dreams are all about so they understand that they know that this is something concrete that they want on their goals program?
Well, my goodness, what would it have to look like to be concrete? How can a dream or a fantasy be concrete? You know, I always say dreams without action remain mere fantasy. So if we're going to create a reference point, if we're going to create an understanding, the fantasy lies over in the area where no action is taken, no effort is made, no creative thought is put into manifestation, whereas the dream is something that has action attached to it.
Really? But doesn't fantasies, I mean, have you ever fantasized before about anything? No, really. I mean, this, you know, you've said, just like even with an automobile, oh, here's one for you, a new garment of something, and you look at it and you say, oh, that looks sexy, you know, I would love to have that, right? And this is your first impact. And now, would you consider that like maybe a fantasy or whatever have you? Or
if I take no action on it, it will stay a fantasy.
Okay.
If I move on it, take action, and put creative thought into attaining and acquiring, then it becomes a fulfilled dream.
Okay.
So if we can separate the two that way, I think it would help people to understand the difference. That a fantasy is just something that rolls around in your mind over and over and over, and you really have no inclination to do anything about.
Yeah, but does the individual know that it's a fantasy when they're having the experience? Do you think?
No, I don't think so. So I thought that's why I would clarify it today.
Okay.
That gives people some kind of an understanding of, am I going somewhere with this, or am I just letting it sit on the shelf and roll around in my head for the next? And you know what really motivates me about this is...
Get motivated, Deborah. Go ahead. Motivated.
Okay. I see many people talk about wanting things for a lifetime.
Yes.
And they don't make the creative effort to go out and put it together.
Well, there is something called inertia, and I wanted to I wanted to point this out. Ladies and gentlemen, Let's Talk Success is dedicated to helping people move above that degenerative cycle, which is called spin or spin control. So therefore, an individual can have an opportunity to be on the progressive realization of their worthwhile, predetermined personal goals. Let's Talk Success is conversation that just makes sense. Deborah, why is it important to write down goals?
When you write them down, they inevitably come to fruition.
Really?
You write them down, they inevitably come to fruition.
Really?
There's not one goal, one goal that I haven't written down that's come to fruition.
Yes, Deborah, but didn't you back that up with action?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. And so have my clients.
Okay. But now, are you certain that other people, as they write goals down, that they back them up?
No.
Okay. So then if an individual, Deborah, writes down a goal, right, and they don't back it up, is it a fantasy?
Let me clarify something.
Okay.
Actually, writing down the goal has the power of intention behind it.
That's correct.
Which, whether they consciously take action or not, creates a momentum subconsciously that begins to attract experiences and opportunities to bring that goal to fruition.
All right then. I'll look forward to seeing you when you're in Los Angeles, and we'll all have a nice warm chat on Air Force One. Okay. Thank you very much. Right here Deborah, as we're getting ready to wind down this particular segment, and please make this brief here. What contribution, Deborah, do you think women collectively, as we're now moving into this new era, can make to this society, this planet, to assist in bringing things back into total and absolute balance and stability? Speak on the power of woman.
Oh dear, I guess it would have to be that feminine goddess power.
Okay.
The intuitive, instinctual guidance.
There you go, the intuitive goddess power. Ladies and gentlemen, we would like to thank you for appearing on another segment of Let's Talk Success.